Welcome to episode 12 of Not Enough Thumbs. We are going to be reviewing John Wick 4 from 2023. This episode is sponsored by Hitbox because how fitting. Just a reminder, there will be spoilers in this, so now is your chance to leave and check out some of our other movie reviews. I got the opportunity to watch this movie this weekend in theaters. The plot is fairly simple. John Wick is at it again for the fourth time around. He's got a whole bunch of bad guys after him, and he's the one. I guess you could make the comparison to The Matrix, where he was literally the one. I saw the trailer, that was about it, and it delivered as expected. I like Keanu Reeves as an actor. Some of my favorite films besides John Wick were the original Matrix and Speed, and perhaps one that's not very well known, Man of Tai Chi, where he was actually the adversary, the big boss man. There's probably about 10 to 15 minutes where there is no action and it's just moving the storyline along with some dialogue among the major characters in the story. I like how there are a bunch of different locations. They visit Japan, they also visit France. There are a wide array of situations where fighting takes place. You could probably play a drinking game of sorts to count how many times John Wick threw a gun at somebody and took them out of the equation. You could probably also count the amount of times where he would take apart the weapon and use it as a bayonet. Well, maybe that only happened one or two times. He certainly did not panic when he ran out of ammo. There were obviously a lot of cool fight sequences. There was one scene in particular where they did something interesting with the point of view of the camera. It was actually an overhead view, as if you were playing a 2D game looking from the top down. So that was pretty cool. They did that part pretty well. And there was one guy on there, the first thing that came to mind was Mr. Big from Narc. And to my surprise, because I had no idea, it was Scott Adkins. I'm thinking this guy is moving really well for a gigantic human being. There are a lot of big people in this movie that moved really well or would absorb bullets really well. That was a lot of fun. So, okay, some parts are over the top, but that's okay. One of the other characters they brought in here was Donnie Yen. Perhaps you'll know him from the Ip Man series. Because I didn't know he was making an appearance in this movie, and the way they portrayed him was another ultimate killer, and it reminded me of when Jet Li made an appearance back in Lethal Weapon 4. He's a really interesting character. He's blind for one, but very good at what he does, and he happens to be good friends with John Wick. And then you have the ultimate bad guy who does a great job of playing his character and almost makes you want to hate him as much as Negan from The Walking Dead.
I just don't know. It seems like you're trying to speak.
I think everybody still hates that guy. I thought the opening scene to this movie did a really good job of level setting the whole movie and reminding you of who John Wick was. And the other part that made it perfect was that Lawrence Fishburne's character came to pay him a visit. They worked alongside each other in the Matrix series. I would rate this movie 9.5, so while it's still out in theaters, I would go see it. Thanks for watching episode 12 of Not Enough Thumbs.